What if your back pain doesn't mean your back is damaged? Many people feel pain and immediately imagine something is broken, worn out, or out of place, but pain is not always a direct measurement of physical damage, and understanding this can completely change the way you approach your recovery. Of course, back pain can sometimes be connected to an injury or a medical condition, but in many cases, especially when the pain has lasted for weeks or months, there isn't one single structure responsible for everything you feel. Your back is not a fragile structure. It is made of bones, joints, discs, muscles, ligaments, and a nervous system designed to adapt to movement and load. So why can it still hurt? Because pain is a protective experience created by the nervous system. Your brain receives information from your body and evaluates many different factors: physical stress, previous injuries, sleep quality, emotional tension, fear of movement, fatigue, and even your expectations about what might happen. If your nervous system believes that a movement could be dangerous, it may produce pain or stiffness to protect you, even when the tissues are not being damaged. This does not mean the pain is imaginary. The pain is completely real. It simply means that its intensity does not always tell us how much physical damage is present. Think about a sensitive car alarm. A good alarm should activate when someone tries to break into the car. But if it becomes too sensitive, it may also activate because of heavy rain, a passing truck, or someone simply touching the door. The alarm is real, but the level of danger may be lower than the alarm suggests. Something similar can happen with persistent back pain. After an injury, a stressful period, or many episodes of pain, the nervous system can become more protective. Normal movements such as bending forward, sitting, lifting something, or getting out of bed may begin to feel threatening. This is where many people become trapped in a cycle. They feel pain, so they stop moving. Because they stop moving, they lose strength, confidence, and tolerance. Then even small movements feel more difficult. The pain creates fear, and the fear increases the sensitivity around movement. So what can you do? First, stop treating every painful sensation as proof of new damage. Pain is information, but it must be interpreted in context. Second, keep moving within a tolerable range. You don't need to force your body through severe pain. Start with movements that feel safe: walking, gentle pelvic movements, controlled bending, breathing exercises, or simple strength exercises. Third, rebuild your capacity gradually. Your back becomes stronger when you give it an appropriate challenge and enough time to adapt. You can begin with a movement that feels manageable and slowly increase the range, repetitions, resistance, or duration. The goal is not to find one magical exercise. The goal is to show your nervous system that movement can be safe again. Also pay attention to sleep, stress, recovery, and your daily habits. These factors do not make the pain psychological, but they can influence how sensitive your nervous system becomes. Remember this: your back does not always need to be fixed. Sometimes it needs to be trusted, moved, and progressively strengthened. However, you should seek a qualified medical assessment if your pain follows a serious injury, becomes rapidly worse, or is accompanied by symptoms such as significant weakness, persistent numbness, loss of bladder or bowel control, fever, or unexplained weight loss. For most people, recovery is not about protecting the back forever. It is about gradually returning to movement without letting fear control every decision. Your pain is real. But your body may be stronger and more adaptable than you currently believe. Follow this channel for practical strategies to understand your body, move with more confidence, and feel better in your everyday life.